Hello there, lovely losers. You know what day it is, and you know what that means. It's weighing day. So, actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be really quiet today because my youngest isn't feeling very well. He's asleep on the sofa, bless him. He he's been whingy and tired all morning. He's been at my mum's this morning, and he's now fast asleep on the sofa. So he'll not be going to school today. Last day of school, he's gonna miss it. Oh well. I went to group, same as I always do, and I knew full well it wasn't going to be a good result for me. Because as you guessed, I self-sabotaged all week again. Once again, my meals have been great. It's the crap I eat in the evening. It feels like I hit 8 o'clock and then just take a nosedive. So I've decided that, sorry, I'm having throat issues today, which is bad because it's just over a week till the panto. Yeah, my meals are all great, but 8 o'clock I kind of hit a nosedive. And so I've decided that my way around that is that I'm just not going to allow myself to eat after 8 o'clock, 8:30 at the latest. Because that way, at least, if I know I have a cut-off point, I can't go any further than that. And it'll help keep me within my sins and on plan. Even if I do have chocolate in the evening, as long as it's not past that time, I'm not going to have time to go overboard. Speaking of chocolate, there's a new hi-fi bar out, Choca Mocha. For anyone who hasn't tried them yet, they taste kind of like the Thornton's cappuccino truffles. You know, the ones that got like the white chocolate and the milk chocolate on them. They taste kind of like that. They're to die for. They're really good. They're really, really, really good. I love them. So they're a limited edition. So if you want to try them, get them while you can. Yeah, a bit of free plugging and advertising, just let me world there. And this week's been crazy busy again. Next week's going to be even busier, but I'm just going to have to be more organized. I just realised how pale and pasty I look on screen today. I'm like, old-fashioned trick, pinch the cheeks, get some colour in them. And another thing I've done this week, because basically last week I had a great week when I wasn't expecting it. Last week I lost 3 pounds when I was actually expecting a gain. So I think in my head I was thinking, well, that can't be right. And it's going to go all haywire. And it did. So I put it all back on this week. And then half a pound extra. So I put on 3.5 pounds this week, which I'm not happy about. I'm kicking myself, but I know I fully deserve it. It wasn't good. So what I've done, 2 things this week to try and help me get back into doing things properly is I brought myself home one of these, and I'm going to hand it into my consultant Andy next week, because I know full well that if Andy's going to be seeing this, I'm not going to want to put anything crap on there, because I want him to be proud of me. I mean, I want to be proud of me more than anything, but I mean, I keep a food log anyway, but when I go off plan, I just kind of put a big line through it and just say, sod it. Not with one of these. If I'm handing it in, and I know Andy's going to look at it, then I'm going to be on my best behavior. And that's what I need. I need that added incentive. The other thing I've done is I have changed my target. Simply because my target, which I do still want to get, eventually my original target, seems so far away that it seems unreachable at the moment to me. Because my proper target is actually just over 3 stones away. It's 3 stones and 4 pounds away now, because I put on this week. And it feels like that's never going to happen. And when I feel like things are never going to happen, then I feel like just going, well, what's the point? So what I've done instead is I have changed my first interim target to my actual target, which is 1 stone and 4 pounds away. Because 1 stone and 4 pounds is only 18 pounds. 18 pounds isn't a huge amount. It feels like a doable amount. Very doable. So if I have that in mind, I can head towards that and say, hey, I'm going to hit target. And then when I get there, I'm going to change it to another stone down, because that's only £14, and I can hit that, and then I can change it back to my original target, which will be another stone away. So these are the things I decided to do to try and really just refocus myself, because I am struggling. Life gets in the way. I get stressed, and when I'm stressed, I turn to food, and I turn to food that is chock full of sins. I turn to chocolate, and then I end up turning to things like nuts and crisps. And crisps are not something I generally eat. But late at night, when I'm having a stress on, I'll grab a packet of crisps, or two, sometimes even three. It's very rare that I have that many. I mean, that's me for the whole week, but because I'm not a huge crisp person, but that's the kind of thing I'll do. And I mean, a regular packet of crisps is something like 8 cents, you know? It's stupid, because I know what I'm doing. I know how the plan works, and I know that it does work. So if this is what it's going to take to get me where I want to be, then that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that everyone change the target, but if you're like me and you think that smaller chunks make things feel more achievable, then do it, go for it. It's something that came up in group today. Someone else said it when I was thinking about it, and I said, yeah, you know what? I am going to do that. And so I have. I've reset my target. I've taken home a food log, which I'm going to hand in. I'm going to fill it in and hand it in. And it's going to force me to have a good week this week, because I really need it. Because last week, when I lost the £3, I was shocked because I hadn't had a great week. And to be honest, I know it's tough, but I still think that last week was kind of a fluke, because it's A, I don't tend to lose £3 in a week, and B, certainly not when I know I haven't stuck to the plan. So it was just weird, and it kind of threw me for a loop. And then, you know, you second guess yourself, and you end up in that downward spiral. And that's what happened to me. I convinced myself that it was a fluke, that there was something wrong with the scales, and and that this week I was going to gain anyway. And then I got into that headspace, and it was like, well, if I'm going to gain anyway, I'm just going to eat stuff that I want to eat. So I did. And that's not the way that I should be thinking. It's emotional eating and stress eating is something that I really do need to address, but it's hard. It really is hard. I mean, no one ever said it was going to be easy. No one thinks it's easy to lose weight, not unless you're one of those people that have trouble putting weight on, in which case you have the opposite problem. And I feel for you too, because it feels like an insurmountable mountain, really, that you have to try and climb, and you keep sliding back down. And the sliding down makes us feel worse and worse about ourselves. I mean, I actually lost 1.5 stone before I started Slimming World, so I have, even with this gain, lost just over 3.5 stone, I think it is, around about 3.5 stone. I'll double check when I'm posting this, which is a big difference, and several dress sizes smaller than I was. So I know I am slimmer, but when I look in the mirror, I don't see it. I mean, I see some of it in my face. I really do see it in my face a bit, but I don't see it in my body. I still look in the mirror and see me at my fattest. And I don't know if that's ever going to go away, really. I want it to. I want to see myself as I am, you know, and I want to know in my head that that is me. So, yeah, another fresh start, and several things put in place to really force me to stick to things. Now I'm going to go and look after my little boy who's not feeling well, and then get ready to pick up my eldest son who is at school, and it finishes early today. So have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Just keep being losers.